you look at the stat sheet, 6 targets, 0 catches, 0 yards for zeros all across the board. He is a guy that is. There's a lot of Detroit Lions fans expect a lot from him.
Yeah.
I am not sitting here ready to write this kid off yet at all. But I think looking at a stat line like that, seeing David Montgomery out, there are a lot of people that will start to write him off. Or at least the conversation has gone from, oh, this is 100% sure thing to at least maybe an 80% sure thing now. Where are you on Jameson Williams? And do people need to walk back from the ledge when it comes to Jameson Williams? Or do you believe there's some real concern here?
I don't think people. How do I say this? This damn earpiece in. I'm somewhere in the middle. But what I will say is people don't need to blame Jameson Williams. Let me start there. Jameson Williams is 22 years old when he was drafted. He was 20, had a knee injury. He's a young man. I looked at where I was at 20. At 20 years old, I still was at University of Michigan trying to figure it out. I'd be damned if I was 20, torn ACL, and drafted into the NFL a little bit later at 21 and still trying to figure it out. And then you have the gambling thing. So I think he's put a lot on his mental, and a lot has happened to him in the space of him still being young, him still being a kid. And, he had to sit out all last year kind of by himself. It's a very lonely place for a guy. And then he had to sit out again with the gambling thing. So he had to sit out again. So it is a very interesting place. Now on the football field, hey, you guys drafted him. You guys drafted Jameson Williams with the idea of what he was going to be and how you were going to implement him. I don't think they've done a good enough job trying to implement him into the system from the start of it. Ben Johnson's second-year offensive coordinator last year was his first year. You knew at some point Jameson Williams was going to be the wide receiver. You knew that he was going to be the wide receiver for this type of offense. I don't think he's done a good enough job of getting a role for Jameson Williams within his offense. I think a lot, they just try to place him out there and hope it works. Hey, let's put him out there and let's try to run the deep over that he ran in Alabama a lot. It's the only pass I see them throwing to him, and then maybe a hitch here or there. You got to get the guy going. You got to get the guy going with some easy stuff, like some hitches, some slants. Get him going. Get him a place in the field in the offense. It just seems like for him, he's a plant in the offense. Like everything else, Sam Laporta and how they use Sam Laporta, what they're trying to do with David Montgomery in the running game, Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have, even with Josh Reynolds, they're route runners. They're really good route runners. It just doesn't seem like they have an actual fit or idea of what they want to do with Jameson Williams.